Hello, everyone. Hello. Hang on. What happened here? Hang on a second. I need to get this here. And there. Okay. What is up? I can't keep this straight. Why won't this straighten out here? I think doesn't want to say straight. Hello there. Lithrone is there. Irish Me, Cindy Jones, Shaft ZX, CRT, MJ, Sharon Texas B. Henley fan, C. Michelle Sparks, John M. moderating, Barbara Smith, Freckles, Pinochet, Alibaba, Electric Crystals. Are you in trouble? I don't know. Hey, Joanna's there. Idaho Star is there. Again, I have not done anything. Thank you, John Paul Mahovsky, rewarding me for doing absolutely nothing. Thank you, John Paul. That's very kind of you. It's kind, but undeserved. Thank you, John Paul. Matthew Whitley is there. Chantia Mola is there. Mass Wolf is there. The Bee is there. Flamingo J. Oh, Cindy Black. Oh, Cindy Black coming out of the shadows. Cindy Black emerging, a rare Cindy Black sighting in the chat room. She prefers to be in the shadows. Wow. Enjoy that. You guys might want to screen grab that. That doesn't happen often. So. Wow, Tom Mix did not like Chattanooga. Wow. Why is Don Skaggs saying no news stream? I don't even know what that means. No news stream? Well, am I on the news right now, Don? I guess if I'm on this channel, there's not a news stream. Wow. Cindy Black posted again, breaking news. She says, going for the lurkiest lurker. Well, but you're exploding that, Cindy. Cindy, you're wrecking it. You worked so hard to get elite lurker status, and you're just wrecking it. You're throwing it all away. Are you sure you want to do this? Hey, thank you, Misha. I appreciate that, Misha. Thank you for your support. Once again, rewarding me for doing nothing. Thank you, Misha. Wow. I think, hey, someone call YouTube. I think Cindy Black's account has been compromised. So clearly someone has taken over Cindy Black's account because she's now posted 3 times. So it's statistically impossible that it's actually Cindy. Maybe Cindy has a relative. Maybe Cindy left the laptop open. Oh, thank you, Barbara Smith, who says no news is a good thing once in a while. I'm sure we'll be covering more news soon. Hey, thank you, Barbara. That's very kind of you. And thanks for moderating too, Barbara. I forget. Does Barbara moderate? She moderates. I don't know if she moderates in this channel. I can't remember. Either way is good. Hey, Mark Helton's moderating too. Life says Chattanooga is beautiful, a lot like Rapid City, South Dakota. Paula Faust is there. It's me, Emily. There's been no trip scheduled yet to Orlando. I need to get my elbow pads out. I forgot to do that. Oh my gosh. Mr. Tweaky. Once again, somebody else rewarding me for doing absolutely nothing. You guys are discouraging me from doing anything. That's very kind of you, Mr. Tweaky. Thank you, Mr. Tweaky. I appreciate that, even though it's not deserved. It's very nice of Mr. Tweaky. Ruben Urban is also there moderating. Thank you, Ruben Urban. Oh, Stan Rickman. Hey, Stan, our viewer Stan has COVID. Stan mentioned this before, I believe. Mentioned to me. Stan says, I have COVID, but I'm not doing well, but still here to support you. Everybody send good thoughts to Stan. Thank you, Stan. That's very kind of you. I hope you feel better soon. You know, Stan is one of 3 people who sent me packages, and I still haven't heard back from the U.S. Postal Service about it. It's crazy. It's awful. I haven't gotten my packages. I don't know what's going on. I'll explain that all in a second. But Stan is one of the people caught up in PackageGate. One of our viewers, Blue Chainsaw Man, was in the hospital for COVID, but he got out a few days ago. Oh, thank you, Idaho Star, thank you for doing nothing, rewarding me for doing nothing again. Thank you, Idaho Star, for moderating and rewarding me for doing nothing. And Pinochet Corn Fund. Pinochet, do I have a story for you, Pinochet? Thank you, Pinochet, for contributing to the Corn Fund. I really appreciate that. I was at the grocery today, and they only had, I normally get 3 corns, and they only had 2, and one was so small, like you couldn't even get it. It wasn't even worth getting. It was like, it was like this, it was like a quarter, a thickness of a quarter, maybe like a silver dollar. So that one, it's not even worth getting. So there was, and then there was one other small one. So it really wasn't worth getting any of the corns. And I asked if they had more corns. Oh, I have a story to tell you. I gotta tell you that story. That's just, I gotta tell you this one. But I asked if I asked if they had more corns, and they said no. So I didn't get corn today. I was gonna get some. I made cheeseburgers today because I had the leftover burgers from when the guy gave me an extra 1/3 of a pound of burger. Oh, thank you, Misha. Again, that's very nice of you. For doing nothing, she says, and for Stan. Yeah, let's hope Stan has a speedy recovery. Thank you, Misha, and thank you. John Paul, again, everybody's just discouraging me from doing anything on this stream. Thank you, John Paul Mahovsky. John quoted Plato the Republic. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is I know nothing. When I studied philosophy in grad school, I went a long time without reading any Plato, and then one year, I basically took time that in theory I should have been doing something else. Well, it's never bad to study Plato, and I just read a bunch of Plato. Along with, I didn't just read it straight. Plato is actually very readable, but if you're going to read any philosophy, I would recommend, this is the recommendation you usually don't get. Everybody says read the primary sources. A lot of the primary sources, a lot of the original authors are totally impossible. If you just pick them up, you're not going to understand what's going on. So I advise anyone reading philosophy who's not a super genius and not a professional, get some books about what you're going to read. This drives me crazy. In philosophy classes, pretty much the standard advice that's given by professors is you should have students read the original philosopher. Don't have them read stuff about it. And I think that's actually the worst way to teach philosophy, and it makes it so that people don't understand what they're reading. I think undergraduate philosophy classes would be just almost infinitely, orders of magnitude way more worthwhile if they were taught with books, if the main texts were not the philosophers themselves, but well-written summaries of the philosophers. Now, the thing about summaries is sometimes they can get stuff a little wrong, and if you start really figuring out what's going on, you'll start seeing, oh, that summary's not really right. But when people don't know what they're talking about and they're new to it, it's gonna be so boring and make no sense for them to read the original philosophers. But that's what they do. That's what they do. It's like every philosophy course, pretty much, that I was involved with, and I TA'd a bunch of them, I taught some of them, and I took a lot of them. They would have you read the original philosopher, and I could 99% of the undergrads, it made no sense, and they got nothing out of the course. Again and again and again. These people are not trying to be professional philosophers if they're taking undergraduate philosophy, most of them. They're just trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So, it's really bad. Anyways, I don't even know how we got into that. Oh, I was reading the Plato quote. Well, anyways, so when I read Plato, I read a bunch of, along with reading the original Plato, I read a lot of stuff about it, so I knew what the F I was reading. Anyways. So just know, whatever you know about philosophy, know that undergraduate courses are for the most part taught wrong because they try to have undergraduates read the actual philosopher, and it makes no sense to them. Okay, that's my rant about philosophy. You know, I used to play basketball years ago, and I feel like in different sports this happens sometimes. Once in a while there'd be a practice, and the coach would say, "We're not even gonna pick up the ball right now. We're gonna leave the balls on the side because we have some basic stuff to talk about that doesn't even involve the basketball." I feel like with philosophy, it's like what they should do is say, "We're not even gonna pick up the original sources. We're not going to pick up the Plato book and the Aristotle book and the Hume book and the Wittgenstein book. We're going to leave the original books over in the bookcase. We're going to lock them in there. We're just going to read simple summaries of them so we can discuss the ideas." Everybody would, well, not everybody, the super geniuses would, but the vast majority of students would be so much better off and enjoy the course way more and actually get something out of it and actually know what the heck is going on. If any of my former philosophy professors or colleagues are watching this now, they're so angry at me because they disagree. But I'm telling you, just it ends up being time wasted for the vast majority of students taking undergraduate philosophy courses. Okay, anyways. Hey, Stan Rickman, thank you, Stan. I missed it. Stan, I can't see your comment anymore. It disappeared on me. This is what happens. Wait, let's see here. Can I catch up? No, I saw Stan's comment. Okay. Stan, I thought it was a different comment. I read your original comment. Okay, I didn't miss it. Ann Jung. Hey, thank you, Ann Jung. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you, Tom Jenkins. Thanks, Tom. Bev Moeller says, "For the Doing Nothing Fund." You guys are a bad influence on me, encouraging me to do nothing. Thank you, Bev. Thank you, Mr. Tweaky. Also encouraging me to do nothing. "We hate when you have to do stuff." That's what Mr. Tweaky says. Thank you, Mr. Tweaky. Thank you, Geraldine Karstensen, for a 3-ounce steak to go with the tiny coins. Yeah, it would have been a very small steak. Stay strong, Stan. Hey, thank you, Geraldine, for your support. That's kind of you. And thanks for wishing well to Stan. And thank you, Lynn Downey. Thanks, Lynn. Lynn, did you send me... You know what I wore today? Where is it? Where is it? You know what I wore today, Lynn? Where'd it go? Hang on, I gotta find this. Where did it go? I wore this. Didn't Lynn give me this? Did Lynn send me this? Boy, am I gonna be embarrassed if it turns out she didn't. Yeah, Lynn made this. I wore it today, Lynn. I took a walk. I took a walk tonight. I was going so nuts and getting so frustrated with searching for a place, I had to get out of the house and take a walk. So I took a walk with Lynn's mask holder, and it was very comfortable. So I wore it tonight. See, I used it. See, I got the mask holder on. The ear saver. You know, Texas Legends, Brian, I don't care that it's hot out. I wear a mask because I think it's the right thing to do. Even though I was social distancing, I wore it. Oh, thank you, by the way, Mr. Tweaky. Yeah, I said the F letter. I'm sorry, Mr. Tweaky, if that upsets you. Thank you, Mr. Tweaky. And thank you, Tom Jenkins, for thanking the mods. Thanks, Tom. And thank you, Jake from State Farm. Happy Do Nothing Day. I haven't done anything yet. Thank you, Jake from State Farm. That's very kind of you. Okay, now, Porcupine liked the walk in Chattanooga. Yeah, Steve Edwards, I think I got a message from you on Twitter talking about a nuclear reactor near Chattanooga, but I'm not aware of any problem with the nuclear reactor. I don't think nuclear reactors are inherently harmful. So that's fine. I don't mind that there's a nuclear plant near Chattanooga if there is. I'm okay with that. But thank you for your concern. All right, hey, before we get into the stuff I was going to talk about, I told you I was going to tell you a story. I was talking about the corn. So let me tell you, this is actually kind of an involved story about the grocery store. One of the grocery stores I go to, all right? So I don't think I told this before. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't think I did. I might have told it like a 10-second version of it. So, it's not about corn specifically, but so did I tell you the story about the squishy oranges? Did I tell you that story about the squishy oranges at the grocery store? Did I tell that one? Let's see. No. CRT says no. No. It's not a gross story. Okay, good. So the grocery store I go to, I'll actually say it. I go to a Whole Foods sometimes. I go to a Whole Foods. There's a Whole Foods I sometimes go to. And I like oranges. I tend to have an orange every day. Okay, you can ruin oranges for me like you ruin tuna. Go ahead. Tell me what kind of poisoning I'm getting from having an orange every day so I can't enjoy my life anymore, just like you wrecked tuna fish for me. But so I have an orange every day. I love my oranges. And whenever I go to this Whole Foods, the problem is, I would say Whole Foods has these big orange displays. But I would say on average, 80 to 90% of the oranges in the display are like kind of disgustingly squishy. Like oranges, as I understand it, I like them, they're supposed to be somewhat firm. These oranges they have, the vast majority are always like, you squeeze them and they almost fall apart in your hand. And that's disgusting. Yeah, squishy orange bad, that's what Tom says. Exactly. So, Misha says oranges are great for you. She'll find something wrong with them soon though. So what I do when I go to Whole Foods is, unfortunately, it's always a chore, it's always a task to see if I can find any oranges to actually buy, because they'll have this huge display, but most of them are just like spoiled. So I would go, and also I don't like mess everything up. I mean, like if you look through the apples are kind of organized so that they're all turned one way. Whereas the oranges are pretty much round and symmetrical. So I'll go through the oranges, but I don't like, it's not like they're in a perfect pyramid that I wreck the whole thing. I kind of just like pick some up. But sometimes it takes a lot of time to go through the oranges and see if I can find any, I might test like 30 or 40 of them and come out with 2 of them, right? So anyways, that's what I normally do. So about 3 weeks ago, I'm there, and as usual, the oranges are mostly unpurchasable. They're disgusting, a lot of them, and they're too squishy. Some of them are so squishy that like you can squish them and like put your finger through, which I don't do, but it's bad. So I'm not taking every one and squeezing it for 10 seconds. I might pick one up. Here's a mango. I might pick one up and go like this and then put it back down. I don't take that long. I can even feel it. I can put my hand on it when it's sitting there and see if it's firm or squishy. It's pretty easy. So anyways, I'm there 3 weeks ago, and the guy working there comes up to me, and he kind of is like looking at me. And then what did he say? How exactly he said it? He said something like, I think he said something like, you're touching a lot of the oranges or something. I don't even remember what exactly, but he was pointing out that I was like, in a negative way, he was pointing out that I was like testing different oranges. And I was kind of like, wait, what? Like, he's really saying that to me? And then, so what I ended up saying to him, I was like, well, most of the oranges are squishy. So, I mean, if you guys are going to sell squishy oranges, then what do you want me to do? That's what I said. I was like, what do you want me to do? What can I do? I mean, do you want me to just not test any of the oranges and just stick a random 5 in my basket and, buy squishy oranges by accident? So I said, what do you want me to do? And this is what he said to me. This was the really crazy thing he said to me. He said, when you touch when you squeeze the different oranges, he says if everybody squeezes the oranges, that makes them squishier. So he was blaming me for making the oranges squishier. That's what he said. That's what he was upset about. He's saying you squeeze the different oranges, and if everybody does that, they become squishier. But it doesn't make any sense, because if they're not squishy, I buy them. I'm not making non-squishy oranges squishier, because if I squeeze them and they're not squishy, I buy them. It doesn't make any sense. So first of all, the fact that he came up to me, it's not like I go in there for 30 minutes a day and squeeze the oranges, okay? Believe me. Second of all, it's like, if you're gonna sell squishy oranges, feel them yourself, they're squishy. What do you want the customers to do? Like, something's gotta be pretty egregious if you're gonna come up to a customer. Honestly, I'm not gonna do this. Of course I wouldn't do this. You know, the guy's, he's an essential worker, all right? So like anybody working there, he's putting his safety on the line, right? To work there in a grocery store during a pandemic. So shout out to him and everybody else working there. At the same time though, like, I'm not gonna do anything, but like, somebody else, if he came up to them, might like go to customer service and say like, this dude just came up to me and like berated me for looking for non-squishy oranges. He could get himself fired doing that. Anyways, it was the idea that he said, well, if everybody squeezed all the oranges, that's what makes them squishy. I'm not making them squishy. I'm trying to find the non-squishy ones. It's ridiculous. He just undercut himself so much. That was what he was mad at. Irish Me says, the squishy orange story was totally worth me coming here tonight. Anyways, I think he's the guy. I think he might have been the same guy. I don't remember. It might have been the same guy I asked for corn. There were two guys who I asked, but the guy I asked him if there was more corn today, but he wasn't the one who answered. There was another guy who had to check, who said, no, there's no corn. Anyways, so it's amazing. I literally in a Whole Foods had a guy come up to me and be upset with me because I was trying to find non-squishy oranges, and he literally said to me, if everybody squeezes the different oranges, that just makes them squishier. That's what he said to me. That's what he said. He literally said that to me. That really happened 3 weeks ago. Thank you, Irish Me. I appreciate that. It's amazing. It's amazing. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Now, I don't know, I guess it's possible that what he was really upset about is that he arranged the oranges and that I was somehow messing with the arrangement. But again, if you don't want people touching a lot of the oranges and moving the oranges, don't sell squishy oranges. If you sell mostly squishy fruit, you're going to force the customers to sift through it to find the non-squishy ones. It's not my fault. Oh, thank you, Mr. Tweaky. Mr. Tweaky says, you've never lived if you never get shocked by a peach. I don't even know what that means. Shocked by a peach. Am I going to have to look that up? It's unbelievable. I don't even see it. I don't even see shocked by a peach. I see Princess Peach shocked. Mr. Tweaky, feel free to say more in the chat room. Okay, you know, I was reading, at one point, like 6 months ago, I was somehow reading about fruit displays, and I read that grocery stores create giant displays of fruit because, like, psychologically you're more likely to buy it if there's more choice or something like that. I think I was reading about, like, them throwing away lots of fruit. Um, why are grocery store fruit displays so big? The reason really is it's some kind of psychological explanation. Um, Give me 2 seconds. I just want to see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find the article. Yeah, I can't find it, but it's not. It was real. It was the article said like they really put more fruit out there because if you see a bigger pile, you're more likely to buy more. I can't find it though. I'm not going to take 20 minutes to find it. Anyways, I can't remember. I wish I could. Anyways. Thank you. Irish Me says, sounds like a band name, Squishy Oranges. That is a good name. You know, that I actually have a name like that. I've already thought of it. Yes. So, my fruit band name, I think there'd be, is the Bigger Bananas. The Bigger Bananas. And the reason is, I like buying big bananas because I like bananas. So if I have a banana in the morning, I want it to be bigger so I get more banana. And I'm so happy when they sell big bananas, but it's so rare. Often the bananas are small. So I'm always looking for the bigger bananas. So I think the Bigger Bananas would be a good band name. Because they're so rare. Okay, now, did anyone know about the grocery thing? It's Me, Emily says, shopping science is a weird thing. HD says, I enjoy the larger selection. Maybe you just think you do. I don't know if that makes sense. How do I test the bananas? I mean, I think bananas you can color can tell you a lot about bananas. But if you pick up a yellow banana, or if you pick up a banana, it squishes in your hand. I mean, you know. Mr. Tweaky is alone and getting shocked by peach fuzz. Okay, anyways, all right, let's move on. I didn't intend to come out and come on the air and talk about groceries. That was not my intention. But it happened. Hey, thanks to our moderators. Mark Helton. And Freckles. And Misha and Sarah. They're all moderating. Ruben Urban. John M. Am I getting everyone, I hope? I hope. And everybody else if I'm missing people. Cindy Black disappeared. She went away. I think she thought twice about losing her elite lurker status. Okay, hey, I want to update you guys on the mail situation because some people have been asking. So, as most of you know, I have set up with the post office officially for them to forward my mail from my P.O. box to my residence because I want to avoid the COVID risk because there's constantly very, very long lines at the post office. And I don't want to be going over there every day, standing in a long line in an enclosed area with lots of people getting COVID. So I went through I did the real thing. I had to pay $1. It got all set up. For 2 months, it was fine. For 2 months, they forwarded all my packages. Then suddenly, at the end of last week, people were sending me stuff, and they would be getting tracking notices saying, we attempted to deliver the package, you can't deliver it, he has to pick it up. Or the notice just said, ready for pickup for Steve. And when I track it, I get it too. So they have like 5 of my packages from 3 different people, which if you click on the tracking number, it says ready for pickup, some form of that. And it's like, well, what do you mean? I live in a building. There's always somebody working at the building who can sign for packages. So there's no way it's undeliverable. I've never had that happen before. Also, they've been forwarding my mail for 2 months already. So It shouldn't be an issue. So on Friday, I took some of the individual tracking numbers that people sent me, and I filled out 3 different online customer support submissions, one for each of the 3 tracking numbers. And I explained the problem. I said, my mail's supposed to be forwarded. You haven't delivered this package. It says ready for pickup. That doesn't make sense. Or it says they can't deliver it. That doesn't make sense. And they're supposed to reply to you within 1 business day. Well, it's end of the day Tuesday, and I've heard nothing back from the post office for these things I sent, for these requests I sent on Friday. And normally they get back to you within a day. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there, but it's very strange that no one's even replied to me yet. So I think later tonight I might have to send another request in saying, hey, I have these 3 requests from Friday, you never replied to them. And I'm not going in there because, believe me, going in there, that doesn't help. I've tried that. No, it's not. I'm sure I don't have to sign Dennis G for 5 different packages from 3 different people. Kelly says maybe you need to go in there to be the first in line. Well, the one time I tried to do that, I needed some stamps and to do one more thing. So a month ago, I happened to be up really late at night. Don't ask me why. I know why. I was working late and then I didn't fall asleep. So I figured, okay, I'll just go there at 9 in the morning when it opens. And I went there, and I was going to go to bed at 8:45 a.m., and I said, no, I'll go there at 9 a.m. I go there, I show up 5 minutes before it opens, and then I wait for 15 minutes. They don't open, and then a person sticks her head out, and she says, we can't service you right now because the system's out of order, with no other explanation. So that was it. So I left. That's the one time I tried. Even when I tried to go at opening, it didn't work. That post office is awful. It is awful. There's some good ones. That one's a terrible one. Just awful. Oh, thank you, Misha. Misha says lost olive oil fund. Thank you. Yeah, Misha sent me some olive oil, and I guess it never got here. It's ridiculous. Hey, thanks, Ryan Rafama from the Philippines, too. Thank you, Ryan. Why don't I call? Maybe I'll try calling tomorrow. I will. Can't be any worse than usually I have very good luck with submitting customer service. I've had very good luck submitting customer service online requests with the post office, but not this one. The rights defender says in Canada, post offices are overloaded due to COVID. They don't even care about responding to the customers, to inquiries. No, I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not sitting in giant line, endless line to pick it up. Then if I pick it up, it just gives in to them. Flamingo J says our post office doesn't answer the phone. Miss Ravioli says postal workers are on strike. Well, I haven't heard about that. I haven't heard about a postal worker strike. Has anyone else? I haven't. I don't see anything about it. See nothing about it. So that's happening. So I do apologize. Beth says, I have sympathy for our mailman delivering in 115 degrees. Yeah, look, I have sympathy. Great job for all the essential workers who are working during these times. I mean, if you work at a post office, you have to expose yourself because you're constantly interacting with other people. So I certainly give them a shout out for that. I just don't know where my packages are. Me the bad. I got my shorts, but these stuff that gets sent directly to me, that's fine. I'm talking the stuff that's not getting here is stuff that's sent to my post office box. I have a little theory. My one theory, I don't know if this is true, is because I've been getting a lot of packages, and I wonder if someone there, because I've been getting so many packages, somebody at the post office said like, wait, what's going on here? And because I don't live that far from the post office, and I wonder if they think like, oh, this person could just be coming over here and picking these up. We shouldn't have to forward all these packages to them, even though I officially signed up and paid $1 to sign up, and it's all approved. So, but again, the reason I don't is because I'd have to sit for an hour in a possible COVID line every day, and I don't want to expose myself to it, and I'd be there all the time because people send me all this stuff. So I feel that's a legitimate reason. So I don't know what's going on. But maybe they're like they think there's something wrong about me forwarding the things. But it's weird that they would do that after 2 months. MS, the $1 is just for like, I think it's like a token amount just to like, because you got to like pay with a credit card. I think it's just to prevent people from like doing it as a joke or something. Stan said, I called UPS and they said my package is waiting for you at the post office. Yeah, it makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. And they haven't even responded. This is not a hard problem. They haven't even responded to me. Bama Nation says they're just being lazy. Why? How are they holding packages at the post office when for the last 2 months they've been forwarding everything from the post office? Why would they start holding stuff? It makes no sense. Tom thinks I might. He says, if you ever want to see your olive oil again, bring money to the post office. Well, I might try to call. I have a feeling I'm not gonna. I have a feeling the phone's not going to work well there. I have this feeling. All right. Anyways, so I hope people who sent me stuff, I hope it gets here soon. But I don't. I'm gonna keep looking into it. I'm doing everything I can. Okay. Now. All right, so we talked about the mail. I do apologize. I have a confession to make. I have another confession to make. I have not ordered the red shorts yet. It's terrible. I was gonna order it. We agreed that I would order the red shorts, but that night was the night before I went to Chattanooga. So, and I was only gonna get like 4.5 hours of sleep. So I figured, you know what? I'm not going to spend an extra 15 minutes ordering these shorts or 10 minutes or whatever. I'm going to go to sleep now, and then I'll order it when I get back. Then I was exhausted when I got back from Chattanooga, so I didn't bother doing anything. And then today, I just kind of forgot. I remembered, then I forgot. So I will do it after this stream. I will do it after the stream. I'll order the red shorts. I know I was supposed to. Yes, Becky says order them tonight, red shorts. All right. Anyways, yeah, we'll talk about Chattanooga and moving some more in a second. Hey, Christopher Lund is there. Hello, Christopher. Maybe Christopher can update us on his search for a new apartment in his noisy video game neighbor. Night Owls in Huntington Beach. Stephen George says, my wife always calls post office for lost packages. Linda thinks I'll love the red shorts. Oh, do I have a shorts update for you guys? I put this on my list. Do I have a shorts update for you? Oh, I have a big shorts update for you. I'm so satisfied with this because I'm so right about it. Hold on. Do I have a shorts update for you? I never get white shirts because I always get them dirty. I always get them dirty. Well, I've had the light gray shorts for 3 days, and I already have a stain on them. There's some sort of red stain, or I think it's not. Maybe it was. I don't know if this is like an orange. What else? What else would it have been? A tomato? Oh, could it be from a tomato? It could be from a tomato or an orange. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. See that? See that? This is what happens. This is what happens. I don't think it's blood. I think it's some sort of food item. That's the highly likely. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's tomato or orange, because I do eat both of those. I don't think it's, you know, I do have mangoes. It doesn't really look like mango color. What else would it have been? Because I don't eat spaghetti here. But see, this is what happens. Let me show you again, right there. Look at that. I have a fajita juice. Oh, could be from the fajitas. I had red peppers. Oh, could be from that. I have some zout. I have zout. Oh, ketchup. Ketchup stain. I have ketchup. It could be ketchup. It could be ketchup. Definitely could be ketchup. That's a good guess. I think it might be ketchup. That's a good idea. So anyways, I told you when I get lighter stuff, this is what happens. This is what happens. It's inevitable, and I bet it's not going to come out. I'll use out on it before I put it in the wash. But I'm right. I told you I told you guys. This is what happens with light color stuff. This is what happens. Yeah, Mike 1011 says red shorts will hide that stain. Ketchup, tomato, and pepper stains. That's true. Rick says that stain wouldn't show in the red shorts. Starfire says nobody will notice. Well, I'll notice. Vomit says that's why almost everything I wear is black. I mean, I can't wear light stuff. It just always gets stains on it. See, Michelle Sparks says, throw them out, they're ruined. Did Christopher Lund catch us up on his situation? Let's see. I have to go back and look. I asked about it and then I just forgot. I can't see anything. Maybe he did. Anyways. All right, Tom. It's too late to wash it right away. I already didn't wash it. I'll when I do the wash, I'll put some zout on it. When I do my lights, and then I'll do it. I got to write myself a note. I sometimes put a note on the washing machine that says, "Remember to put zout." I'm putting a note on the washing machine. Zout shorts stain. Here, I'll put that on after. You know, the other thing is, sometimes I'll even put I'll put a note on the, if one of my Agenda Free TV button-down shirts has some sort of like subtle stain on it, I'll sometimes write a note on put it on the wash machine, and I'll make a little diagram of a shirt, and I'll put an X on it to remind myself where the stain was that I need to pay attention to. Okay. Let's see. I need my lip balm. Hold on a second. Where's my lip balm? Here. Where is it? Hang on. Hey guys, you know what I'm going to do? So I had the window closed before and the AC on. because there were people making noise outside, but I think they're not making noise anymore. So I'm gonna try to open the window and see how that goes. So give me a second, let me do this. Okay, here we are. The window is open. Breaking news. MS says, rub a little baking soda on the stain. I'm also really quick, just doing a quick, if I can do it here. Hang on a second. Hang on. I was trying to do this. I was trying to do a very quick, just news check. Just to make sure nothing's going crazy. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. We're good. Hey, thank you, Chris. Chris Lund gave us an update. Thank you, Chris, for the donation. That's nice, very kind of you. Chris says the apartment's contacted his noisy video game neighbor. $100 a day fine for being excessively loud. He's been quiet for 2 days. Still looking though. Well, that's good news. I'm glad they did that, Chris. I wonder if they got other complaints about him. So I'm glad you got your noisiness back. People, there's some new people who live across the hall from me, and they have a baby. But fortunately, this apartment building has has thick doors. So I don't really ever hear the baby. If I'm out in the hallway and the baby's crying, I can hear the baby a bit through the door. I don't hear it in here. It's great. So good job on the thick doors. But they just moved in like a week ago. They have a baby. Tony says she has stained clothes she wears inside the house when she cooks, but not outside the house. Okay. Flora says Chattanooga was so nice. Thank you for showing us the city. Hey, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Oh, first of all, two things. I have a couple things. I have something else I want to mention. So I'm a little sad. Because one of our viewers, one of our maybe former viewers, was, I think he went by, was it Jay-Z in the chat? Jay-Z? Who's actually somebody I know, who's a good friend of mine. And I love having him in the chat. But on a cooking stream, we were doing a cooking stream. I think it was the fajita stream. And he kept being really negative about the cooking. So in a friendly way, I timed him out. And I was like making fun of him and smiling when I timed him out. He, I think, took that as like a hide almost. Like he messaged me after as if almost I had banned him. And I wrote him back and I said, I don't know if you know this, but that wasn't, that's only for 5 minutes and we do that all the time and I was just having fun with it. And then he liked my reply, but he's never been back. So I don't know if he's ever coming back. He's gone. So maybe at some point if we don't see him, I'll reach out to him again at some point. Yeah, Mark says he timed you out. But some of you probably remember that. I mean, he even left, I think, that stream. He just never came back. Yeah, Jill says he was nice too normally. Yeah, he was. I like having Josh here. Oops. No one knows who he is. Jay-Z. Well, Keith Harris says he mad. Maybe he is mad. I don't know though, because I wrote to him. I thought he thought that I think he might have thought I initially banned him. Yeah, HD says I remember that it was totally in good fun. Hold on, I have to remove something. Anyways, he might also just be busy. I'll message him if we don't see him in another week. I'll shoot him a message. He might just be busy. MS says, "Come back, Jay-Z." Steven says he's a nice guy. Yeah, I like having him here. Christopher Lund says the brain always thinks negative. Yolande Gingras says being timed out is like when a girl says no for a date, you will get over it. Man, there was a funny video I saw. I don't often say things are funny, but I really did like this video. I don't know if people have seen it. It's a video that came out where somebody who's very good at computer graphics did digital animation, did a video. It's like, it's an animated character. It's the Peppy Frog, but it's not political. It's just the Peppy Frog as somebody who's watching a live stream. And the video is like, so basically the video is this person who watches a live streamer on Twitch, and the character is very excited that his favorite Twitch streamer is coming on the air, and he sends something to the Twitch streamer which is actually kind of making fun of the Twitch streamer, I believe, but he doesn't realize it's making fun of it. And he's excited he's so excited for the Twitch streamer, his favorite Twitch streamer, to see his note. And then the Twitch streamer sees it and gets really upset about it because it's like making fun of the Twitch streamer, and ends up banning him. And then you see the animation is like really well done. You see like the animated character who's been watching, he like starts like crying a bit. And then he like lies down in his bed, and it's a slow pan back on this dark room as he's upset his Twitch streamer, and is so upset about the Twitch streamer getting mad at him, and you feel so bad for him, and then you feel like, so all these people, all these like big streamers reply to that thread, saying like, I have to now. This is gonna make me like reconsider how I talk to the people in my chat. I gotta find it. I think Slasher posted it. Here, I'll see. Yeah, let me get the link. I can actually get you the link. Let me do that. I'll get you the link. Okay? Hang on. If I can find it. I think Rod Breslau posted. I had forgotten about this. It's worth watching. Let's see here. I gotta go back a few days on Rod Breslau's on his Twitter feed, because it was like a week ago or something. Where is it here? Let's see. No, he's posted a bunch lately, so I got to go back a little more. Here it is. I got it. Oh wait, is this? No, that's a meme based on it. I got to go get the original one. Okay, I got it, guys. Hey, hang on. Let me show. I'm posting the link right now. So watch this video. I want you guys to watch this video. You can watch it right now. It's amazing. It's really well done. Tom mentioned CityTap. Yeah, CityTap closed. Okay, I just posted the link to the video. You'll see it's from Slasher. He posted a link to it. You got to watch it. You're going to love it. Let me know if you're watching it. See if anybody's watching it. Bama Nation says Bama Nation is watching. In a few seconds, you'll get to the part where the Mark's watching. You'll get to the part where the streamer goes off on the viewer. Winter's watching. Real Ronalds is watching. Tom is watching. Jonathan Powell, I don't know what that is. Oh no, Freckles Lewis Catrone's message, I think, was a reference to the video. So Lewis Catrone, I think Freckles misunderstood your message, which is okay. I understand why Freckles did that. It's okay. She says sorry. Beth says, I think it's sad, not funny. Well, it's both. Yeah, Mike 1011 said, poor Peppy. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen. See, so if you see, like when I watch that, I'm like, oh my gosh. Now if I criticize a chatter, they're gonna be like that. Somebody just told me to look up. What was this thing? Is this gonna even be worth looking up? Oversimplified on YouTube. What is it? Oh, I've never seen it. Maybe I'll check it out later. It's a whole channel. Thank you. Snipchick says it was sad. Lithron says that's how it went for me when Steve timed me out. So there you go. So if you just watched it, you know. Now I'm like, oh. So if I say something to critiquing a chatter, that's how they're going to feel. It is well done, as Rosemary Hill says. Tom says, I don't get it. Tom, I just explained it to you. I said, it's pointing out how in theory it's pointing out how bad a viewer can be made to feel. But I mean, really, the thing is, of course, it ignores the fact that the viewer actually sent this thing making fun of the host. Oh, Mike 1011, thank you. It's sad and funny. See, Ben says it was good. There you go. So if I ever am in a situation where I have to criticize one of you guys, I'll know that that's how you're going to react to it. Up sirens. Ginger says, just feels, man. I think Sweet Strawberry Shortcake just watched it. I don't think that was Jay-Z, Rosemary Hill. In Nicole. I don't think he felt that way. Anyways, that's what made me think of that video, though. Jay-Z is here. Oh, it's Jay-Z. It was Jay-Z. Oh, he's back. Jay-Z is back. Oh. Unless it's the same person who impersonated Cindy Black and now is impersonating, say, Jay-Z. Jay-Z just wanted to make everybody miss him. Jay-Z wanted to see all the nice things everybody said about him. So we had like a Jay-Z funeral. That's what Jay-Z was doing. Thank you, Sonic. Sonic rewatched the Sunday night stream. Thank you, Sonic, for your support. I appreciate that, Sonic. Thank you. Jay-Z is back. Jay-Z. I think of something my late grandmother, who was a wonderful woman, said. I remember when I was years ago, we were at some family gathering and there was a dog, and she said she was like petting the dog, and she said like, he just wants a little lovin'. He just wants a little lovin'. That was Jay-Z. Jay-Z just wanted a little lovin'. She was super cool. Hey, thank you, Ginger Vitus, for the Sad Peppy and Jay-Z's return. Thank you, Ginger. See, Jay-Z says, just want a little lovin'. How about that? See, we made up. This is amazing. Jay-Z and I have this dysfunctional friendship now where we don't actually talk directly to each other. We only do it through the videos, through the chat room and the videos. Now everybody's saying hi to Jay-Z. That was well timed, Jay-Z, though. It was very, very well timed by Jay-Z. Cindy Lou Q said the video was sad. All right. Okay. Jay-Z says it's all planned, of course. Well, that's good. Now we can move on. Now we've gotten that. Everything is settled. I'm happy. Okay. What's next? Oh, we didn't really talk about what I was going to mainly talk about. What I mainly wanted to. So something happened. There was a casualty. Of the Charleston stream. So last night I got home. I had brought a bunch of stuff. Charleston. Chattanooga, not Charleston. I had brought a bunch of stuff to Chattanooga with me. You know, just like I had some extra water and some stuff, you know, my gimbal and that kind of stuff. Just various things. And so when I got back home, I brought the stuff up from the car and I was unloading everything. And then I said, I gotta plug in my battery pack. I had one of those battery packs. You know, when I go around and I shoot my walks, I bring an extra battery pack with me in case the phone runs down. And I went to look for the battery pack and I couldn't find it. And then I said, I know what happened. I left it there. So I'm sure this is what happened. I was holding the battery pack when we were sitting down, I think maybe at the aquarium. I was charging the phone with the battery pack and the phone was like misbehaving. So I figured, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to unplug the battery pack and I'm going to try. You can also charge the phone by plugging it into the gimbal. And I think what I did is I probably put the battery pack like on top of my bag or something. But when we actually got up to go, we were still shooting and I said, let's go. And I just never bothered to look back. So I'm sure that battery pack is sitting on that bench. By the way, it's no longer an expensive battery pack. Like, I think to replace that battery pack, that one, it's like from 2017, I think I could buy a new one of that for like $17. So it's not, fortunately, it's not some incredibly expensive piece of equipment. It was kind of a bummer though, because I had this battery pack, but I just left it there. So, and it's not in the car. So that's what happened to it. Somebody got a free battery pack. But hold on a second. But what I did is, so that, long story short, there's a newer battery pack which is lighter and will charge the phone faster. So instead of replacing the old battery pack, I bought a new battery pack, and that's on the way. So whatever. Fortunately, it wasn't something super expensive. It was just dumb. I think I was so kind of tired from walking around and worrying about the stream and everything. I just didn't think of looking for it. But it's weird because if I had remembered before I drove away, I'm guessing I could have walked back there and just picked it up. But no more battery pack. It's gone. It's gone. Bama Nation says RIP battery pack. Yeah, it's sad. It's very sad. Yeah, David says I have an Anker 10,000. The one I actually got was as a new Anker 10,000 one. The old one was like around an Anker 10,000, but it's not the newer one. So I got the newer one. Oh, Cindy Black, first of all, Cindy Black, that's very kind of you. She's making an appearance again. That's very nice of you. I'll put it towards, that'll help reimburse the battery pack. I already bought it myself. But thank you, Cindy Black. That's very kind of you. And thank you also, JMJ Show channel, for your support. That's very nice of you. JMJ Show channel says, welcome back, Jay-Z, a legend. Oh, thank you, also, hold on. Rita's Real. Oh. See, thank you so much. Rita's Real, you guys have replaced the battery pack. Thank you. It's very kind of you. That was not my intention in bringing this up. I already bought it myself. I paid for it myself. It's on the way. It's in the mail. I paid for it myself. But that's very kind of you guys to donate for that. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Thank you, Rita's Real. I hope things are well in South Carolina. Hey, one of our viewers, hey, mods, can one of you... Can one of you, the mods, answer the question from our viewer? Amal Joshi asked a question. Mods, I don't know if mods, if you have that email, if you have the website address, but Amal Joshi asked a question. So if somebody could get back to Amal Joshi, that would be great. I'm not sure if the mods know what I'm talking about. It was like 3 minutes ago. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Amal says thanks. You're welcome, Amal. Let me know. Yeah, I don't know if they saw the question. If they scroll up a little bit, they can see it. Thanks again to all the mods. Really appreciate it, mods. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Dr. Meme thinks I should cancel the order for the battery pack and then reorder it with this funds. No, I'm fine paying for that. Doug Rabbit says battery pack misses you and wants to come home. Maybe battery pack is feeling like Peppy did in that video. Amy says, I'm on my way. I think Amy's going to try to find the battery pack. The battery pack might still be there. Oh. Amal Joshi, it's Lookner.net. That's the link that you're looking for. Yeah, the new one, I'll post a link. Yeah, Mark Helton just posted it. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. That Amal has is Amal's answer. Hey, let me show. I'll actually I think somebody wanted to know the new battery pack. I love Anker stuff. I buy lots of stuff from this company Anker. Anker makes like a lot of like iPhone and iPad cables and chargers. I've bought stuff from them over the years. It's relatively inexpensive, and they have amazing customer service. They will replace stuff. So I bought a pair of wireless headphones on them. Unfortunately, kept breaking, but they probably replaced it 3 different times. They will replace it if it breaks. I think their cords have a lifetime guarantee. They ain't paying me to say this. It's just what I use. So I buy Anker when I need some kind of like peripheral for like my iPhone or iPad. I get an Anker thing because they're really good customer service and they will replace things, and they're just good about it. So here is the. Let me show you the charger I ordered. They come in colors now. I ordered a blue one. Hang on. Anker Power Bank, I think it's called. No, let me do it here. I don't know what I'm doing. Anker Power Bank, Amazon. There it is. Where is it? Where is it here? Why can't I find this one? Why can't I find the one I ordered? Why is this so hard? I'm finding the other one. I think I got it. I think I found it. I think I found it. I found it. I got it. Here, this is the one. This is the one I bought to replace the one I lost. In case anyone was wondering. So, the difference. This is way too technical. I'm sorry to bore people, but the new power bank has a USB-C port where you can plug in a USB-C cable to the power bank, and that will end up charging your iPhone or iPad faster than plugging in one of the old type of USB cables. So that's why this new power bank will charge my phone faster than the one I left in Chattanooga. So it's good that I have it. Also, I got it in blue. Okay, I just posted it. So sorry for the 99% of people who didn't want to hear about my power bank. David says that's what mine is. Yes, David says their phone cables have a lifetime warranty. David knows. David DePia knows what I'm talking about. They make really good cables. Mike 1011 says Anker is awesome. Prominent Android accessories maker also. Yes. Joe says, I have an Anker power bank in black. Greg says I should order the red one too. Good one, Greg. Good one, Greg. Okay, now. Yes, Steve Blum, I have a couple of USB-C to Lightning cables. I actually ordered an extra one so I could have it when I walk around and do my phone stuff. Shaft ZX says not red power bank. Okay, now let's move on. And I haven't even gotten to what I was mainly going to talk about. Hold on. Haven't even gotten there. So this probably the main thing I wanted to talk about was that this trying to find a place to live is driving me crazy. It's really been, it's stressful and it's annoying. It's so annoying, and I spent a bunch of time today looking for places. I'm always checking because, you know, if there's a good place, it tends to go quickly. And I'm also looking in multiple cities, and I'm like considering other cities. So I keep spending all this time checking. Misha gives thumbs up. Misha knows how hard it is. So, it's just annoying, and I keep wanting to look more. You know, if I was restricted to if I was only looking in one city, it'd be easier because I would just check that city and I'd be like, oh, well, there's no update right now. I'll check in 5 hours. But no, I, in theory, could move to any city. Well, the cities have to meet restrictions. But anyways, so one thing I did today, though, is I randomly searched like in Metro Atlanta. I said, you know what? I haven't really searched in a while, like these towns that are like a half an hour outside of Atlanta. And I put in a search, and this place came up. It was crazy. It was like a guest house. It was like 45 minutes outside of Atlanta. And somebody has this giant property with a pond and a huge house, and like a giant pool. And they have this nice guest house. It's a 1-bedroom, and it like has just been done over. And it looks like they get AT&T fiber internet there, although I never had it confirmed whether they got it at the guest house. But the main property gets AT&T fiber. And the rent was really low. And I was like, oh my gosh. It's like a nice suburb, like 45 minutes away. And I was like, I would do that. If I could live on these grounds with a giant pond and a pool and a beautiful deck, like you were living on like this, like nature preserve or something. But so I emailed right away and tried to set up an appointment, but surprise, surprise, they already have an application in on it. And it only went on the online yesterday. So I'm sure somebody snapped it right up. But, you know, I was thinking though, yes, Jay-Z, it's close to 2 grocery stores. It's within 5 minutes of a Kroger and a Publix, and it's close to a shopping mall, strangely enough. It's in like a suburb, but yet it's close to all these things. However, one issue, first of all, they might not have gotten AT&T fiber actually at the carriage house. Problem number 2 is, my guess, I thought about this after. My guess is that if I lived in somebody's carriage house, they might not be cool with me streaming from like the yard, right? Because if I lived in a carriage house, I'd want to sometimes stream outside. Like I'd want to go on the balcony and stream. If somebody owns this like really big, nice property and they're having somebody live in their carriage house, I don't know that they want somebody live streaming from their carriage house all the time. So my guess would be the answer very well might be no. So that was something I realized after the fact. But it was really neat. Like it was a really just totally different kind of place. Camis Sharwi Kate, I can't submit an application because they're considering the previous one. If they do reject the previous one, I'll try to go see it. I was going to go tomorrow and look at it. But they wrote me right back and said we have an application. Yeah, Jay-Z, my name is in. So yeah, Jay-Z says these things fall through, get your name in. My name is in. Porcupine says would have been perfect. The other thing is it could be crazy. The thing is this, that's a place where even if it was bad, it'd be kind of fun to be there. Like it wouldn't be boring renting that place. But I don't know if that person would let me stream. I bet they wouldn't. Misha says that there may have been kids living there. Oh, hold on a second. Hey guys, seriously, the okay next thing is super annoying and rude. And I've seen it a couple times, and I'm a little sick of it. And I'm going to start hiding people without warning for saying, "Okay, next question mark." All right, I'm not even gonna, because it's so rude. It's really annoying and rude, and you shouldn't be saying it, and you should know that. All right, so I'm gonna start hiding people. I don't care if you're like a veteran viewer, and I don't even care if I don't care if you donate. I'm just gonna hide you. So just don't say it. Okay, it's really dumb. I've seen it twice now. So come on, really, it's ridiculous. I mean, come on. WTX Railfan says they probably want you to clean the pool as part of your rent. I would be tempted to do chores to check it out. So let me say this, guys. I'm not going to post it right now. Somebody please remind me, like next week if we're streaming, remind me, say, Steve, what was that place you were talking about? Because if I found out, if I don't hear back from them and it's taken for good, then I'll post the ad and you can all look at it. I'm not going to post it now because for all I know, they'll call me back and they'll say, oh, you can see it now. The application wasn't accepted. But remind me next week about it, and I'll actually post the ad if it's still posted, and you'll see what the place is like. I can't really show you right now. That'd be weird to do, so I'm not going to do that. Oh my God. Good to see you, TJ. I guess this TJ is different from TJ Tampa. Oh, hang on one second here. Hang on one second. Oh, hey, I owe a thank you to Amol Joshi. This is very rare. Amol Joshi made a donation, but Amol Joshi made the donation through PayPal, through the secret PayPal address, Lookner.net, because Amol said, I'd rather you get more of the money than not have to take the YouTube commission. YouTube takes, I get 70% of the donations made on YouTube, but I don't mind. It's fun, and they make it fun for people to donate, so I don't care either way. It's fine. But Amol wanted to donate via PayPal. So that's the Lookner.net. So thank you, Amol, for your support. That's very kind of you. Oh, Amol says corn fund. Man, I have a lot of corn to buy. You guys have covered corn for me for the next few weeks, I think, at least. You and Pinochet. Thank you, Amol Joshi, for your support. If you do that, if the rare time happens where somebody makes a PayPal donation, let me know so I can give you a shout out, because I'll see that in my email. It won't come up on the screen, so I got to check my email to know that happened. So let me know so I can shout you out. That's very nice of Amol. Rita's Real says, have you ever had trouble renting a place because of being a YouTuber? I had a client that had a bad experience with his previous tenant who kept streaming rants about him. Oh. And the landlord now refuses to rent to people who are streamers or YouTubers. Well, most of what I do, though, I mean, I've never taken a place where previously all I did was my news channel. So that was the only streaming I did. So no one's ever had a problem with that. Yeah, I mean, it's not like this channel has 1 million followers or something. So I don't think anyone will care about it. I mean, I do think if I lived in a wealthy person's carriage house, they might have a problem with me streaming and showing off the property, right? I totally get that. So that's different. But if it's like, an apartment building, I don't know anybody will care. But again, I'm not like Jake Paul or something. Although he's not really much of he's more of a video producing person than a streamer. Who's the person? This one's not a streamer either. Well, I'm not Dr. Lupo. No, the person I was thinking of is simply, I'm not simply Nailogical. They're not a streamer. Simply Nailogical does nail videos. Simply Nailogical. Hey, thank you, Rachel Rizal, for the howdy sticker. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, thanks, JMJ Show Channel. JMJ Channel says, I've been watching your channel and enjoying them stream since last year. That only goes back to late last year, around Thanksgiving time. I think I decided to start a channel right before I went home for Thanksgiving. Thank you, JMJ Show Channel. That's very nice of you. Thanks for watching. And thank you. Oh, Sonic says, new donation amount for me so you get your $5 even. That's very kind of you, Sonic. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Pantafelders. Yeah, I'm going to talk about Chattanooga in a second. That was kind of the main thing I came on to talk about, was like moving stuff, and I haven't even really gotten into it yet. We're getting there. Stacks, hold off on sending me anything for my P.O. box until they start forwarding my packages right, because they're holding up my packages at the post office. So hold off on it for now until I report that my mail is fixed. Oh, thank you, Arizona Jumper, for the sticker. Thank you. I hope you're okay in Arizona. Hey, thanks, Jay-Z, for thanking the donors. I wonder if Jay-Z, I don't think Jay-Z would want to be a mod for this channel. I know Jay-Z. So I'd be okay with Jay-Z being a mod. I think Jay-Z wants to have his freedom of expression on this channel. I don't think he wants to be a mod. He can let me know if he does, but I'm guessing the answer is no. I mean, I have no problem with it because Jay-Z, I've known for a long time, and he knows the channel. Yeah, Starfire, I explained it before. I've already sent several emails to the post office. If you want to know about the post office stuff, rewind the stream. I talked about it before. Jill says, being a mod is too hard. It is challenging. That's why the mods are so great. Ice Cold. Ice Cold, a couple things. First of all, Ice Cold says, I've asked to be a mod a while back. I never heard from you. Well, I don't remember you asking, but I'm sorry if I didn't get your message or something. But on this channel currently, we have enough mods. It's just because on this channel, people who modded for our other channels were allowed to be mods, and enough of them signed up to do it that we have enough. So if that changes, I'll let you know. If you applied to be a mod on Agenda Free TV, you should, and I mean, usually people hear back. So once in a while, something can go wrong. We've seen situations where somebody says I emailed, and then the mods say I never heard from them. So if you emailed to be an Agenda Free TV mod and you never heard back, please email them again. And if in a few days they don't go back to you, send them another one. Like they will get back to you. So if they're not, something's gone wrong. Hey, thanks, TD Sports Cards. TD Sports Cards is moving as well. I wonder where. I'm sorry about that. My condolences, TD Sports Cards. But thank you. Okay. Tony the Night Owl says, I had 2 kids and a grandson. I'm not babysitting on my own time. Yeah, Ice Cold, write them back. Write again. Write to them again. It's not an issue. I don't think Jay-Z ever weighed in on being a mod. If he did, I missed it. Moonlight Shadow says, perhaps one day modding a popular channel will allow you to earn a commission. I think Moonlight Shadows is talking about like this, like YouTube giving them a commission. Look, I've said it from the beginning. If I were ever like making huge profits on these channels, I would certainly give some to the mods, no question, because they're such an important part of the channels. You know, the channels couldn't exist in their current form without the mods. They're such a huge part of the channels. Yeah, so I'm not anticipating this happening, but if somehow the channels grew and we're making a lot more money, I would certainly give some to the mods, no question. No question. I feel bad that I can't right now. But as Mark says, they are volunteering. Like it is no one. It is understood from the beginning that the mod is a volunteer thing and it's supposed to be fun. Like no one's forcing mods to do it. And as a mod, once you're a mod, you can mod as much as little as you like. Although, you know, if you're never modding, then you might not stay a mod because it might be like, why are you still modding? But yeah, so yeah, as Mark says, people are fully aware that it's a volunteer. No one's tricking people into moderating. Oh, Jay-Z would reply. Yeah, Jay-Z says, down the road we shall see. That's fine. Jay-Z can let me know. Misha says, sweet, I'm sticking around. Okay, now I keep meaning to get to the moving stuff. I keep getting distracted. So let's get to that. Hang on 1 second here. I'm just doing a quick news check just to make sure we're not missing some huge thing. Okay, I think we're good. No. I have to retweet something. I just retweeted a BNO newsroom. Just tweet about California coronavirus numbers. It has nothing to do with this. All right, we're back. Okay, so I was just starting to say before, what I was starting to say before was that it's been stressful and annoying looking for places, and I'm spending way too much time on it, and if I was just looking in one city, it'd be much easier. But what happens is I'll check Orlando and I'll check Chattanooga and I'll check what places are coming out there. But then I'll be like, oh, maybe there's some city I should be checking that I'm not. And I'll start researching another city, you know, and it's just like endless. And then also another problem with this whole process is there's never gonna, I don't think there's gonna be one place. I mean, maybe it'll work out this way, but what's most likely to happen is that there'll be a place that I find that is like, okay, that's really good for a lot of what I need, but it won't be like the perfect place. And so, because my list of needs is so big, and my requirements list is so big, that it's just odds are, even when I take a place, it might not meet all the requirements, or it might turn out to not meet them or something. So, you know, or it could turn out to be worse than I thought it was going to be in terms of meeting my requirements. So there's like, it's like there's always this, and you know, if I do take a place, I'll say to myself, oh, well, maybe if I waited longer, there'll be a cheaper place somewhere else, or a place in a different city that's better, or a place with more rooms. But you can keep doing this until the day you move. So that's going to be an issue of like, at what point do I like just take a place? Now maybe one will just hit me like that place is definitely the best one. I don't know that that'll happen though. So there's that. But yeah, Beth says you can drive yourself crazy. See, Michelle Sparks, you know those are not my only requirements. I have to have specific internet. I have to have, it's got to be its own house with not a duplex, no shared walls. It can't be on a super busy street. It's got to be near a grocery store and some other places I can get some food, not in the middle of, it can't require me to drive 15, 20 minutes everywhere. It's got to preferably somewhere warm, right? And definitely not somewhere cold. And also the rooms need to be big enough that like I can have a studio. If it has only very small rooms, that's not going to work for my needs. So there's all these requirements. And then even in spite of that, I could move somewhere. I mean, if you move into a house, you could just get a really noisy neighbor, or somebody could decide to build a new house next door, so all these things could go wrong. So it's just like craziness. Yes, and Linda, no, Linda, I forgot. Yes, much cheaper than here. That's maybe the most important requirement, is that I need to get the rent down. Yes. So now I will say this, in favor of Florida and Texas is no state income tax. No, sorry. Florida and Tennessee. No state income tax. In Tennessee, there's state dividend income tax, but not earned dividends, but not like work income. So that is a point in favor of Tennessee and Florida, because if you go to another state and you have to pay state income tax, that can be in the thousands of dollars. So, Jill says 6% pay raise day you move. Well, if you move to a state without income tax. Yeah, I forget what it is in Georgia, but if you told me it was 5-6% or something, I'd believe you. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Georgia state tax. Income. No, income. Hang on. Somebody probably said it in the chat. Why can't I find it? Georgia has a progressive income tax, says smart asset, with the highest with it topping out at 5.75%. 5.75% apparently is the highest rate you pay for income tax in Georgia. So there's that. Alibaba says no state income tax in Canada. One day I might move to another country. I'd like to, but it's not going to be this year because of the virus. Read is Real says you should be able to get the rent down. Atlanta ain't cheap. Yeah, no, I will get the rent down. The rent will come down. Trent Hogan says, at some point you have to make a decision based on the information you've gathered. I doubt there's a place that will fulfill all of your criteria. See, also remember, I'm looking kind of early, right? Well, somewhat early, because I don't have, my lease is up November 15th, but if I find something I like enough, I'll break the lease early. But you know, even if I don't leave early, the latest I would start looking is September, because that's like, I don't know, I wouldn't wait until, I'd have to give my notice in September anyway, middle of September. So basically it's like I'm about 2 months ahead of looking where I have to start looking. But at the same time, you know, if I find something I really like, I'd certainly consider moving. But the question is just, you know, it's what's going to be that thing that makes you decide to go with something? I don't know if it'll be clear to me. Night Owl wants me to get a roommate. A roommate and do this job? Are you kidding me? Yes, MS, if I there is a penalty for breaking my lease, but I will consider it. I will consider it if it's the right kind of place. I have to. Okay, so Annie liked the bridge we walked across in Chattanooga. So let me update you on this. So Chattanooga, by the way, if Chattanooga had Florida weather, I think I would have decided to move there already, but it doesn't. So there is one place in Chattanooga. There's one place in Chattanooga that I wanted to look at, but I couldn't look at when I was there because it couldn't be shown that day. And the realtor said she's going to do a virtual showing for me tomorrow. So that place, here's the story of that place. It's relatively, I'm not going to get into numbers, but it's relatively cheap. It's probably the cheapest of any of the places I was going to look at there. And it's only a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom place, which is probably the reason why it's cheap. But I thought it was intriguing. All I need is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. It actually has a good amount of space in it. But it's actually bigger than my 1-bedroom that I'm in right now. But here's the thing. I had it on my list, and then the pictures online made it look like it was in this weird, inaccessible area. Like the pictures online were really strange of the area. And I initially thought, I'm not going to bother looking. I'm never going to take that place. But when I was driving around a couple days ago, I was in the neighborhood and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do a showing just for the fun of it because I'm trying to see places. I'll go check it out. So it's on this like side road. It's on like a road off a main road. So I parked on the main road and I just started walking up the side road to get to it. Just thinking like, oh, I'll get to it and it'll just be like, no, I didn't want that. And you know what? I walked up to it and I was like, oh, this looks like a lot better in the picture than it does, a lot better in real life than it does in the pictures. This actually looks kind of cool. And I liked the houses that were around it, and I kind of liked the street it was on. It's kind of an interesting thing, but I was like, all of a sudden I was like, hey, maybe I should actually look at this. So I called the realtor, and she was like, well, I can't show it today, but I can do a virtual showing. So I'm supposed to do that tomorrow. But my guess is that I'll look at it and there'll be something wrong with it. But now I'm like, what happens if I see that tomorrow and I really like it? So I don't know what'll happen. Check the neighbors first. Well, that's going to stack. That's going to be an area. That's going to be like an issue wherever I go. So anyways, my guess is that when supposedly it was done over inside, and it's done over very nice supposedly. My guess is that when I actually do the virtual showing, it won't be as nice as inside as I think it might be, as it could be. So, but let's just say I see it tomorrow, and it's like, I really like it. In theory, there's a small but not completely zero chance that I could go back to Chattanooga to look at it in person if I really liked it. In theory. In theory. But yeah, I would. So the question is, do I like it enough when I see it to think I should go back there and look at it in person? Because at that point, I'd have to go back and really check out the street and the neighborhood and stuff. So I don't know. It's, I'm just keeping you posted. I'm just keeping you posted. But it is this weird thing where I had basically said I'm not going to look at this place, and when I walked up to it, I was like, oh, this actually looks way better than I thought it was. I want to see this now. So that's what's going on there. By the way, Nancy Mattis says, if I go back, we're doing another stream where we walk across the bridge, the same stream. When we'll look for my battery pack. Nancy Mattis says, have you found any good places or in states that are chill to live in, like Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and Montana? Brrr! I think she meant chilly, not chill. I thought she was saying like they're good, they're chill to live in. I think she meant chilly. Okay. But in the tropics or southern states? No, I mean, again, the places I found that meet my requirements so far, my top two choices are Orlando, are Florida, specifically Orlando, and Chattanooga. I'm looking at some other places too, but those are the two. Remember also, look, it's not convenient. Suppose I wanted to look at somewhere in Arizona. It's a giant pain. I'm not going to fly anywhere. So, what am I going to drive 1,000 miles somewhere or 1,500 miles with nowhere to stay? And then I got to find a place to stay. And it's like, so my guess is that it will take a lot for it to be something besides Florida or Tennessee at this point. And Florida and Tennessee don't have state tax. So it would take a lot for me to not do that. My guess is it'll end up being Florida and Chattanooga. Chattanooga has amazing internet, by the way. Oh, let me say this though. Let me say this. AT&T and fiber is supposed to be really good internet, and like in Orlando, if I was looking there, that's what it would be. But Chattanooga internet is supposed to be like the best internet. And somebody might argue. Look, somebody actually said this last stream. They said, look, your business is using the internet. So that should be like a big point in Chattanooga's favor. But supposedly AT&T fiber, I have someone I trust about this who says he has it where he is and it's really working well for him. So I think it would be fine. But I will say this, the Chattanooga internet customer service is supposed to be really good too. I don't know about the AT&T fiber customer service. So we'll see. Terry, the place tomorrow is like a 1-bedroom house. It's a self-contained house, but it's 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom, which I find very interesting. I got to read some more. Let me catch up on some comments here. Peak time racing, no, West Coast would be bad because of the timing. Because if I were on the West Coast and I wanted to cover something at 10 in the morning Eastern time, I'd have to get up at like 6:30 in the morning. I don't want to be getting up any earlier than I'm already having to get up. So, no West Coast. No Pacific time zone. Rachel Rizal says Pensacola is nice. Pensacola I was looking at today. Pensacola does have some cheaper houses, but I really don't know anything about Pensacola. It is in Florida. It's on the Panhandle, so it's not as warm as some other places might be. But if anybody knows anything about Pensacola, I'd be interested in hearing something about that. What I'd be interested in hearing about Pensacola is are there neighborhoods somebody would recommend to live in, right? Assuming it had the right internet. It's me, Emily says, I know Pensacola. If you have any thoughts on Pensacola, message me on Twitter, at Lookner on Twitter. DM me. Doug, Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay, the internet doesn't work. I can't do it. So I know people want to suggest cities, but believe me, a lot of the cities you suggest are going to be ones I've checked out. Let's see. It's me, Emily likes Chattanooga for me. Misha says not Pensacola. Misha, why do you say not Pensacola? Hold on, I need to plug my phone in. See, now this is where I'd use my phone charger, but I don't have it with me. I have to get the plug out. Hang on a second. Hold on. Let me. I gotta plug the phone in. Hold on. What a pain this is. What a giant pain. Where is this here? Gosh. See, normally I would just use my charger, but the charger's in Chattanooga, and the new one isn't here yet. Okay. I'm plugging in my phone. Hang on. Hang on, folks. I gotta plug in the phone. Let me make sure the phone is plugged in. Yes, it is. So see, I left my charger in Chattanooga. That's a good name for a song. I left my charger in Chattanooga, which I did. I left my power pack in Chattanooga. Anyways, but hey, thanks by the way to Nancy Mattis, Bermuda. I would love to live in another country. Believe me, maybe in a year if there's no more coronavirus. I don't know how their internet is. I maybe in a year. I can seriously consider it. Hey, thank you also Misha, who says no Pensacola, you'd hate it. Why does Misha say I'd hate Pensacola? Let's see. What do people say about Pensacola? St. Pete, I can't do. They don't have the right internet. Me So Hungry says Guam. Mark Helton says Pensacola has a naval air station, very noisy. Ooh. Did Chris Lund weigh in on this? It looks like he did, but I can't find the comment. Starfire likes Chattanooga because it has the bridge. Oh, now another thought is this. Let me say this, though. Sorry. Let me say this. Misha says, no Pensacola because I know you and I know what you dislike. But there's no explanation to that, Misha. That doesn't convince me because you haven't explained. Thank you, Misha, for your support, though. Thank you, JMJ Show Channel. JMJ Show Channel doesn't seem to think that I'll ever figure out the right place for me. I hope I can know it too. Becky W says Pensacola downtown is getting nice, lots of restaurants and fun to walk. Deb thinks I'd like Chattanooga. The big issue with Chattanooga is the weather. Something else to think about is I'm assuming it's going to be a pandemic through next year. So whether a place has whether it has lots of restaurants and activities and stuff, it's not as relevant as it normally would be for the next year because, I'm assuming it's going to be coronavirus. Rachel, I actually checked. Chattanooga averages, I think, 2 inches of snow a year. And Chattanooga actually averages slightly less rain than Atlanta for the year. And overall, Chattanooga is 2 degrees colder on average than Atlanta. Misha says, I can't afford to write out your list of dislikes. Wow. Still won't explain. Thank you, Misha. Oh, hey, thank you, Shaft ZX1. That's very kind of you. Shaft ZX1 says, car fuel plus hotel if needed fund. Whoa. I would need I think Shaft ZX, the only way I'd need a hotel is if I went to some city like where I didn't know anyone and I was looking at a place. That's very kind of you. So, look, I'm going to drive somewhere because at a certain point, if I'm going to live in Atlanta, if I'm going to live in Orlando, I'm going to have to visit there. No matter where I move, I'm going to have to go there and see the place. I wouldn't take a place without having seen it in person first. So Shaft ZX, it'll definitely get used. Thank you. Very nice. Oh, and thank you, Lee County Weather Channel. Thank you, Lee County Weather Channel. Lee County, thanks for your support. Don't mail me anything yet. Wait until my mail is fixed. The mail forwarding is messed up. I'm dealing with the post office. So don't mail me stuff. If you missed that, go watch it earlier in the stream. You'll hear the whole explanation. Don't mail me anything yet to my post office box. Let me get the mail fixed, and I'll let you know, and then it'll be okay for you to mail stuff again. Because it ain't getting to me if you mail it right now. So don't mail anything yet. I have a P.O. box, but we're not. The mods don't even give out the address. Oh, Peak Time Racing, I can't get into it. Peak Time Racing says, I missed the start, why are you moving? Peak Time Racing, go watch the stream, My Housing Dilemma. There's a stream called My Housing Dilemma. I explained it in detail. That's the best thing to do. Sorry, but it's like I can't go through it again. It's too much for me. It's too stressful to go through it again. The only break I get during my day from worrying about moving and worrying about finding place is doing this live stream where I'm talking about worrying about moving and finding a place. I did take a walk today. I didn't go for a run today because I'm letting my hamstring heal. Because I keep trying to get back on the treadmill before it heals. But at around 8 p.m., I got so crazy. I was like, I need to just go for a walk. I love summer, but I'm not enjoying the summer weather because I'm so caught up in figuring out this move thing. But I just said I got to go for a walk. So I did enjoy my walk. And if you look at my Twitter account, what you'll see is I walked by this place called City Tap, which is a popular, large pub and food venue in Midtown Atlanta. And they spent a ton of money. They gutted like the whole place. It's huge. It's multiple stories. They gutted the whole place about a year and a half ago. And they spent like months renovating the whole place. And it just opened like a year and a half ago. And there's a sign on the door now that 2 pieces of paper. And it basically says, we shut down when the virus happened. We tried to come back and we figured out our business model no longer works. So we're closed until further notice. I don't know that they're ever going to open again. And unfortunately, just sadly with the nature of this virus and especially with, what restaurants and bars are like, I think it's going to happen to a ton of places. I think the killer, I said this when it happened, the killer was once places had to shut down a second time, I think a lot of owners are going to be like, we can't do this. So I think, and I've been saying that, unfortunately, that it's going to happen. But I thought that the second shutdown was just a killer for the restaurants and the bars. But I hadn't seen that before. I just walked out there today and I saw it. Then there was another place. Oh, there was another place that was closed. What was it? Taco Mac. Taco Mac, which I don't go to, but is a popular place in Midtown Atlanta, big restaurant. They had a sign on the door said that we're closed for a deep cleaning. So I'm guessing that might mean that someone who worked at Taco Mac got the virus, but I'm not sure. But they were closed. But I guess this, I mean, this fits into when you're, in terms of thinking about moving, I'm not placing much importance on like, what are all the restaurants there or something? Because I ain't going anywhere to eat anyway. I'm just wondering where I can get takeout from. But No, me so hungry. I don't want to get political, but it's not, the government's not doing things on purpose. But anyways, that's not the topic right now. Let's see here. Moonlight Shadows, I won't be doing a long-term lease. Probably a year. Nasdaq, people ask me about Raleigh and Charlotte a lot. I just don't think Raleigh and Charlotte, I don't think it's going to be cheaper than Chattanooga. So from my understanding, if I try to live somewhere centrally located in a house, a centrally located self-contained house in Chattanooga, in Raleigh or Charlotte, I think it's going to be more expensive than other places. And it's certainly not warm like Florida. So I've looked into it previously and it didn't really work for me. I'm sure they're great, wonderful cities. But for me, I don't think it works. Deb, I have to have fiber internet speed, like gig speed, both up and down, and it's got to be a reliable service provider. So basically, Google Fiber, AT&T Fiber, or a municipality that has their own fiber network. That's it. Okay, so that's where I'm at. I'm spending all this time looking up places and looking at different, because there's always another city to look up. But I will be so happy when this is over. But I'll keep you posted. Look, if something comes up in Orlando, if some great thing comes up in Orlando or Chattanooga tomorrow, maybe I'll go travel. I mean, I'll probably get on the road and go look at it. So things could change, very quickly. I was going to look at that carriage house tomorrow if it didn't get an application on it. That was about 45 minutes away from here. John Gidry, glad you're enjoying the stream. No, guys, again, the coronavirus is going on. I'm not going to live in Canada or any other country. It's ridiculous. You can stop suggesting any other country during the coronavirus. It's not happening. I don't even know that it'd be allowed to happen. But I'm not getting into going to another country during the coronavirus. Not happening. Let's keep things relatively simple. Okay, so I'll let you know tomorrow. I am going to look at that play. Supposed to have a virtual showing, supposedly. So I'll let you know how that goes. Yeah, see, Peak Time Racing says Canada won't let Americans in right now. There you go. Lee County says move back to Alabama. I will say this. Opelika has great internet and it's very cheap. It's a little bit, I lived in Opelika, Alabama for a year. It's quite cheap to live there. Great internet. Basically though, I've been there. I think I'd like something a little different. I'd actually looked up some places there. I enjoyed living there. I think I want something a little different though. It is cheap to live in Opelika though. Okay, let's see. So I talked about that. Oh, there's another thing I wanted to talk about we haven't talked about yet. Any new city I consider, though, as I've told you, it's hard unless you know somebody. Because if you know somebody there, they can say, oh, you might want to be here. You might want to be here. Moderator Joanna gave me some very good advice about Jacksonville, saying, like, you might want to look in these places and not these places. But if you don't know somebody there, it's like, it's really risky when you're, like, trying to figure out where to live, because you could pick something that's just totally not what you're looking for. Oh, thank you, Nancy Mattis. Nancy says, "Do you like Alabama news team ABC 3340?" I know I've followed them on Twitter for certain news events. Also, I can't remember, Nancy, what local news I used to watch in Alabama. I did used to watch Alabama local news there. So, and I know I've used them on some of our streams, but I can't remember which Alabama news I watched the most when I was there. Can't remember. Thank you, Nancy Mattis. I appreciate that. But I've definitely used them on our streams. I've looked at their articles. Hey, thank you, Weather Woman, for offering your couch. Yeah, Misha has already offered I could. She's in Orlando, and she's already offered very kindly to let me stay in her guest quarters, whatever that is. She explained it to me before, but I forget. But anyways, yeah, so she's been nice about that. But yeah, that's very nice of you to offer. If I'm looking in another city, I'll put it out there and see if anybody's there. Becky W, again, Nashville, I'm guessing it's a lot more expensive than Chattanooga. So, Chris Lund says you can stay with my neighbor in Austin. Chris Lund actually, I don't know if Chris wants me to say this, but I'll say it anyway. Chris Lund actually offered to help me move. I think he might have been joking. It was nice of him to say it, though. Chris has been a great supporter. I think he might have been joking about that, though. Chris says he's not. Chris, if we ever did that, we'd have to do a thing where we can get tested and hope and not give each other coronavirus. Cat's Kitty, thanks for subscribing. All right. Hey, sorry. There's something else I forgot to talk about. And let's again pass on our good wishes to Stan Rickman, our viewer, is getting over coronavirus. So thoughts with Stan. I think Blue Chainsaw Man might still have it too. So I hope he keeps feeling better. Dustin, I looked at some places in Colorado. There's one. Their own fiber, but the upload speed wasn't what I needed. So, yeah, I've looked at some places there, but, Well, at a certain point, I have to stop myself from looking places because you can just look everywhere. David says Colorado's cold too, so I'm sure there's lots of places I could live, but I'm trying to keep it warm and cheap, and it's much easier to look near here. Okay, can I show you the other thing I was going to talk about? I got something today. I got something at the grocery today. Do you want to see what I got at the grocery? I have a big reveal. I went a little crazy. Terry says, do it quick before you get distracted. Okay, here's the first thing I got. The first thing I got was, it's not a squishy orange. We talked about this. Frozen broccoli. So, cooking the refrigerated fresh broccoli didn't go so well. So I figured maybe we'll try frozen broccoli. But do I steam it or how do I cook this? Maybe we'll try steaming this at some point. Right? Steaming it? Yes? No? Steam, Rachel says. Same way. Okay, so I can steam this. So I can try that. Boil it. Yeah, steam it. Okay, people say steam it. All right, so now let me say this. The thing is though, so I think I need to get, well, I don't want to get it yet. Remember when we tried to steam broccoli before, I overcooked it because people suggested 7 to 10 minutes when it should have been like 4. But I used that pot and I used the wok as the lid because I don't have a lid for that pot. The only pot I have for a lid for is a small, it's like a soup pan. I don't know that I have a lid. So I think maybe at some point I'm going to have to, if I want to keep steaming things, I think I'm going to have to get, I don't want to get it yet, but if I want to keep steaming things, I'm probably going to have to get a pot with a lid. Right? I know I don't have tin foil. Yeah, I should buy some tin foil. I should buy some tin foil. I'll put it on my grocery list. Oh, I have a rice cooker. I have a rice cooker. I didn't think of this. I have this rice cooker here. It does have a steamer in it, I think. I have the instructions somewhere. Oh. Oops. I have this. This has a steaming things. I think I have the steaming thing somewhere. Steam! Steam! It says steam. Steam. Oh. In. I wonder how long it takes. Yeah, it buffered for a second. I don't know why it buffered for a second. I'm on my Wi-Fi, so normally it's good. So I have a steamer. I have this steamer. Steam it. All right. Me the Bat says it'll shut off when done like the rice. I have the instruction manual for this. Hang on. What would I do without you guys? Hang on. Oh, Misha says you and Topher need test results or negative test or positive antibodies to hang with me. I think Misha's calling Chris Lund Topher. Thank you, Misha, for your support. Chris says, every time it buffers, I think about your mom calling. Yeah, sorry, but normally it doesn't buffer. It's just something with the Wi-Fi, I guess, because I'm on my Wi-Fi and normally it's good. Hey, let me just I want to see Let me get the instructions. Hold on, wait. I'm getting the instructions for the rice maker, which I think are in the other room. Hang on, I'm getting the instructions for the rice cooker. One thing I am good about is keeping instruction books. Okay, steam. Rice cooker and food steamer. I had a food steamer all along. I had it here all along. Oh, if you guys didn't remind me, I would never have known. Ridiculous. Now I feel bad that somebody sent me a steamer. Camille, I think, sent me a steamer. Me the Bat says, thank you, Me the Bat. Me the Bat says, read the instructions so you don't get mad at us again. Yeah. Good idea. Thank you, Me the Bat. I appreciate your support. Okay, to steam. Look, this page is so fresh and white because I've never read it before. It's unread. Using the provided measuring cup, add 2 cups of water to the inner cooking pot. Place the inner cooking pot into the rice cooker. Place food to be steamed onto the steam tray. Place the steam tray into the rice cooker. Close the lid, plug the power in, press steam. 5 minutes, press the steam button will increase the steam time up to 30 minutes. Once the needed time is selected, the rice cooker will beep to indicate the setting at the displayed time. So how long do I steam broccoli for? Okay. Should we try? Chris says, how did I get to this stream? Yeah, Chris, I can't help you there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got sent here, Chris. I'll try some right now. We can try steaming it right now. Do you want to try it right now? It's pretty easy to do. I'll try it right now. Hang on a second here. I just need the measuring cup. Where's the measuring cup? Is that back here somewhere? I don't know. I got it. I got everything. Here's the cup. I forgot I had this. It's a 1 cup of water. Okay. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to rinse these out. Then I'm going to put 2 of these cups of water in here. All right, we'll do it. We'll try it. We're going to try it right now. Let me make sure that the battery is charged. Hold on. This might pause for a second. Okay, we're good. Really quick. We're going to try this on the air. It's going to be incredible. Let me rinse this out. That's rinsed. And I'm going to put 2 of these cups of water in here. One. Oops. 2. Okay, that's ready. That's ready to go. I'm going to put this in the rice maker, or the steamer rice maker. That goes there. Fine, done. Okay, and now this thing, I need to rinse this out. Put a little soap on it. Now, all right, we're basically ready to go. We're ready to go. Okay, and so all I have to do now is just put the broccoli in. So I get the frozen broccoli out. Frozen broccoli. Okay, now broccoli's open. Okay, I put some. I put the broccoli in there. Broccoli's in here. I might have used too much. Will it close? I think I have too much broccoli in here. Hang on. Oh, I don't know. Do I need this thing? I think I do. That's it. All right, that closes. Great. Done. Then I plug it in. Close. Power on. Steam. How many minutes? How many minutes? How many minutes? How many minutes? 5? It's on. It's on. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes enough? The water's in it. 5 is the minimum. It's all right. It's on. It's steaming. It's cooking. It's cooking right now. Hang on. 5. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. If this works, if this really works, it'll be amazing. Yeah, it says 5 right there. Linda says you can always cook it more, but overdone is overdone. Was it me, the bat, who told me this? Somebody said in the chat room, hey, your rice cooker has a steamer on it. I was like, wait a second, you're right. I actually owned this thing, and I didn't even realize it. Rice takes a while in this. Like brown rice takes a while. I love white rice. I can't have it in my diet. I love white rice. White rice and salt I love, but I just don't have it. Misha says, I like the mini. I'll put something on it when it cooks, after it cooks. Yes, dinner's ready, says, what would you do without us? This is incredible. It says it's cooking. It says it's cooking. It says once the needed time is selected, the rice cooker will beep to indicate its setting. The cooking indicator light will illuminate, all right. Once the reaches a boil, the digital display will count down. Once the water starts boiling, this will start counting down. Five is the minimum. Yeah, 5 is the minimum. So we'll see. The water's not boiling yet. The water has to start boiling. Bumble Buddha says frozen broccoli is mushy, fresh is the only way to go. Dave says it's almost like the Jetsons. Ryan says just let it cook. Okay. I should buy some brown rice. Now that I'm cooking more, I should buy some brown rice. I'm putting it on my grocery list. Do I have my list on here? Brown rice. Linda says, yes, you should. Last time I bought it, I hardly used any of it. Hello, James Boss. But again, I love white rice. I would just go to town on it. I could eat so much of it. I try to avoid it though. Oh, you know, Misha says get black rice. I don't even know what that is, Misha. What is it? Thank you, Misha, for your support. I have no idea what it is. Miso likes jasmine rice. So does Sean K. Brown basmati is good, says Starfire. Chris has never heard of black rice. Me neither. What is black rice? I need to look it up. My problem with rice is I never know so far in advance when I'm going to want it. And it takes like too long to cook, and I don't want to like microwave it. I like cooking it in here. Black rice. There is such a thing as black rice. Black rice has a range of rice types. Wikipedia. Look up black rice on Wikipedia. It has black rice. Misha says sweet, healthy, and moist. Interesting. I've never had it before. It usually turns deep purple. Oh, I probably have had it. Black rice usually turns deep purple when cooked. I feel like I have had that before. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's real. Jean, it's not just the calories with white and brown rice. Brown is whole grain. So I haven't looked this up lately, but whole grain, you digest it more slowly and it makes you more full than white rice. Because it's whole grain versus non-whole grain. John, I don't really like fried rice. It's a little too rich for me. See, now this is still, the water's still boiling. No, it doesn't count down until the water starts boiling. Yeah, it's been 5 minutes, but the water, I put in, cold water. The water has to boil. And it's not boiling because I don't see the smoke coming out of it. It's cooking. It is cooking. It says cooking. So the time it's taking now is the water's boiling inside there. I was going to look up. What was I going to look up? Oh, how long on this cooker when I cook rice? Yeah, it takes like an hour to cook the brown rice on this cooker. Brown rice, 2 cups. 2 cups of brown rice in this cooker takes 65 to 75 minutes. 2 cups of white rice takes 26 to 37 minutes. The brown takes twice as long as the white to cook in the cooker. That stinks. Again, white rice doesn't take that long. It's the brown rice that takes longer in this. Just the way it is. I do soak the brown rice. You're supposed to rinse it off or something. I do that. I haven't done it in a while though. No, it's 5 for 5 minutes. It'll count down once it's steaming. It works well, this machine, though. So we're all waiting for the broccoli to steam. That's what we're waiting for. Very exciting. If YouTube recommended this to you, they recommended you go to a channel where you can watch broccoli steaming. Melted butter? No. This, Denise, I think I got this years ago on Amazon. Yeah. Mark Helton says normally you do something while the rice is cooking. Exactly. I mean, it's easy to put it in. It's just my problem is I never know when I never know like an hour in advance that I'm going to want rice in an hour. Yeah, I love rice pilaf. I can eat that like crazy. I love Near East rice pilaf. My mom used to make Near East rice pilaf. I'd love it. And then I always would want it at our family events, so it's known as Steve's Rice. Link for the steamer. I don't even know. Linda, let me look up. I don't even know if I can find this unit. Let me see. I'll look it up. Aroma rice cooker. I found it. Oh, I ordered this rice cooker in 2013. 2013. It's 7 years old. They still sell it. It's got good reviews. $30. Amazon sells it though. So I haven't. For all I know, there's newer. I'm sure there's newer ones out there you can buy. But if you're wondering about this one, I'll post a link to it. I'll have to look up at some point. I'll look up if rice cooker technology has really advanced since then. I have no idea if it has. 4 minutes. 4. Breaking news. It says 4. Breaking news. 4. Porcupine, I had it in. I knew I had the rice cooker. I just didn't remember that it was a steamer too. Yeah, it has a lot of reviews. As Doug Rabbit says, hey, Chris Lund got his wok today and cooked chicken fingers with pepper for dinner. Chris Lund, nice job. Chris, I have never bought chicken fingers. I should buy chicken fingers. They sell chicken fingers at the grocery. I mean, the chicken pieces instead of the chicken breasts. I should try that sometime. Today I saw this, like, oh, I don't want that. I should try that. Why not try it? I'll try that. I'm going to try it. I could have bought that for the fajitas. I could have bought the chicken fingers. It's the same company. Good job, Chris Lund. 3. Breaking news 3. Oh, they have tendons, the chicken fingers do? I don't know. Fish sticks. I do like fish sticks. I got to avoid them. I could eat a lot of fish sticks, but they are fried. Two. Chris Lund got the wok I have, the Joyce Chen wok. If you want to know about the wok I have, I actually reviewed this wok and talked about it. You can find the video on my channel, the Joyce Chen wok, and it has a link to the wok in it, too, in the description. I just follow a diet where I try to eat healthy. Amal, the wok I got is unavailable to you? Really? Terry, I think I tried lemon pepper on broccoli last time, and I love lemon pepper on chicken, but I didn't really love it on the broccoli. Misha, the chicken fingers they sell in the chicken department at the grocery, they sell some that are, they call them chicken fingers, but I think it's just strips of chicken. It's not breaded. 1 minute, as Ryan says, one. We'll see if it's done. I have no idea what to expect. I've had this for 7 years and I've never used it to steam. This is the first time in 7 years this has been used to steam. Thanks again to all of our moderators. Thank you, moderators. Much appreciated. Moderators. Linda says the excitement builds. It's done. Now when I open it, like a lot of steam's gonna come out. I gotta be careful. All right, here we go. There it is. Look, there it is. Can you see? Hold on. Can you see? Smells good. Smells good. It actually smells very good. Let's see. Hang on. It's hot. Yeah, I don't think it's undercooked. Just trying to get these out of here. Okay. I got a few up. Ooh. All right, let's try this. It's time to try it, guys. Let's go. My first steamed food from the steamer in 7 years of ownership. I wonder how it's going to be. All right, here we go. I hope it's not. I think I can eat. It's good. That piece had a little piece. That piece had a little cold in it. That piece was 95% warm and a little bit cold. But this is better crunchiness than the other ones. That one's totally warm. I like it. This is that one was totally warm. This piece is hot. This is really good. This is very good. The other one was mushy. This is crunchy. Okay, now let me try a little. I have this Himalayan pink salt, garlic and pepper salt. Yeah, maybe another minute. Although I don't want to mess with the, I like the chewiness. Yeah, I think maybe 6 minutes. Maybe 6 minutes for frozen. Maybe 6. This is good though. It's so easy. This is painfully easy to make this. Now, guys, I told you it went crazy at the grocery. I didn't just get broccoli. Green beans, frozen green beans. We'll do that on another stream. This is great though. I'm so excited about this. This the chewiness is fine. I don't know that I'd want to. I don't know that I'm gonna want 6 minutes because I like that it's a little crunchy. But this is delightful. I mean, this is a great snack. I think the whole bag of frozen broccoli was like $2. I think this broccoli mini costs like 75 cents. Put a little salt on it. Great, healthy. Look at this. What a healthy snack this is. Why did I not know this before? I had a steamer the whole time. If the viewer didn't say I had a steamer, I would have forgotten. I'm glad I kept the plastic parts for the steamer. Brian says it was right there for the past 7 years. Guys, we got to have the rest of the broccoli. I'm having the rest of the broccoli right now. Let's have the rest. So good. So happy with it. So easy. That's like a perfect amount too. What a delight. That is easy. It takes like 15 minutes to make it. So easy. I'll have to try the green beans too. Maybe next stream we'll try the green beans. This is great. It's still warm. The consistency is very good. Linda likes cauliflower. Well, I'm definitely keeping some broccoli in my freezer because it's so easy to make this. Oh, thank you, Charles Goki. Charles says for the Louisiana hot sauce fun. Thank you, Charles. Maybe one day I'll get some. That sounds interesting. I should get some. I have a bunch of spices I still haven't tried yet. We'll have to try them on future streams. This. Why are people are like joking about like your stomach and broccoli? I've never had a problem with broccoli. This is great. What a treat. What a treat. All done. All gone. Clean plate club. Clean plate club. Yeah. You guys are so helpful. Oh, thank you, Charles. Charles says for the spend as you wish fund. That's very kind of you, Charles. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Well, that was delightful. Guys, if you have one of these, you don't even need a pot and a steamer. I mean, either way, if you like broccoli, it's crazy. It's very easy to make. I like it. I didn't realize it until now how easy it was. But I had this thing, this rice cooker steamer. Oh, Judd likes Cheetos better. I love Cheetos. I can't have them anymore, Judd, but they're great. Thanks, Judd, for the support. Much appreciated. So, yeah, I mean, let this be a lesson to don't be like me. If you like broccoli, don't wait on it. Wow, that was delightful. What a great snack. And it was that amount of broccoli was a good amount of broccoli. Frozen, that amount of broccoli I had probably cost like 75 cents. I pay several dollars for that at a restaurant. And it wouldn't even be as good. They put all this crap on it. I can just steam it and then put what I want on it. I put a little salt on it. That was good. Gosh, this stream is almost 3 hours old. Can you believe that? Wow, that was delightful. I mean, what a great snack. What a great snack, broccoli. You can just steam up some broccoli. Terry, I like raw. I like cold carrots. I like to just peel them and eat them. But I do need to. I might get some. I like corn on the cob, but maybe I should. Well, it's it's quicker to make corn on the cob, honestly. But here's a nice thing. The nice thing, if you buy frozen corn, right? You can keep it in the freezer for whenever you want. If I buy corn on the cob, I have to eat it within like a day or two. So that actually might be worth getting some frozen corn. I have frozen green beans. What else? Maybe they sell a nice mix. I don't love cauliflower. How about like a nice mix? How about peas? With peas though, my mom used to I think boil peas and green beans. I'm gonna try some peas. I like the peas with salt added. Those are good. Lego Mike says water in a bowl with plastic wrap and microwave will do the same as a steamer. Sandy, I find if I get corn on the cob and I wait more than a day, if I try to, I've done it with 2 days, but I found the corn doesn't taste the same if you don't eat it fresh. Life says less visits to grocery store when you get frozen foods. Yeah, so I have the green beans. Next time when I go, Linda says corn also gets tough over time, like the fresh kind. So I'm going to, next time I go back to the grocery, it'll be so fun. I'm going to get a couple more veggies. I'll probably get corn and peas. It's delightful. That was great though. What a great snack that was. What a healthy snack that was. That was a delightful, healthy snack of broccoli. All right. Good. All right. Well, we covered a lot on this stream. We covered a lot. I did not intend to make you watch me eat this stream, but unfortunately you had to. Guys, it's feeling like it's coming to that time. I can't imagine a better way to wrap up the stream than a successful cooking experience. You know what made it that much better though? It was all that craziness. So I really appreciate Camille sent me the steamer and so I had to figure out how to use it. So it was all that craziness to steam the broccoli before. And then I had this the whole time. I will say this though. I can steam more with the steamer that Camille sent me. I can fit more. This is a limit because you can only load up this dish so much. So I could cook more veggies in the steamer that Camille sent me. Puzzle Mama, I think carrots might be my favorite, but I switch off. You know, if I have carrots too much, I get sick of it. So yeah, so I think this is gonna be a good way to wrap up this stream. Sorry, this is not, for some reason this is not staying straight here. There, let's try that. That's better. That's better. So there you go. So let us. Ooh, pea pods. I like pea pods too. Wonder if they have those frozen. Ann says, I said, load up a burger with veggies. I had onions on my burgers today. I finished the onion I bought. I got to buy another onion. No, I haven't steamed fish, Ryan. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, I should grill some. Maybe I'll grill fish. I don't love fish, though. Alibaba, maybe I'll get a slow cooker when I move. But I no more equipment now. I gotta wait until I move. All right, hey, I want to say thanks to all of our moderators. First of all, thanks to all of you for watching, and for all of your help with all of my cooking, and all of your suggestions. Hey, thanks to our mods. Mark Helton has been modding. Linda Belk, Freckles. Oops. What happened to my cold water? Misha, John M. And I know Ruben Urban was there before. And all of the others who were there. Thanks to our moderators. Don't forget Lookner channel on Twitter. Lookner channel on Twitter. And if you do subscribe to this channel on YouTube, make sure you have the notifications bell checked and you've chosen all notifications. We didn't get our normal Philippines viewers tonight. Ryan was there. Hey, thanks for saying thanks. Thanks to all of you guys for watching. I appreciate that. Thanks everybody who donated too. That's really nice of you. Much appreciated. Thank you. That's really cool of you. Dizzy Dale, thanks. Gary, Jane, Tony the Night Owl, James Gorman. Darren, I might have to get some red onions. I think I prefer the white one. Alibaba wants scallops on the grill. Scallops. Maybe at some point. I do like scallops, but I've never cooked them here. My mom is good at cooking scallops. I'll ask her. I'll ask my mom about scallops. Stan Rickman, feel better. Stan, feel better. Guys, Stan has the virus. He's trying to recover. Let's send good wishes to Stan Rickman, who's in our chat right now. Stan, please feel better. Thoughts with Stan. Stan, please keep us posted. Oh, in the Discord, don't forget, Stan and the other viewers, if anybody wants to chat after the broadcast, if you want to chat with other viewers after the broadcast, go to the Discord. The Agenda Free TV, the Agenda Free and Lookner channel fan Discord chat room, where people chat even when we're not on the air. So the mods will post the Discord address. So check out the Discord if you want to keep chatting. I forgot to mention that before. I forgot. Thank you, Mark Helton, for posting it. Yeah, I agree with Rosemary Hill. I don't know if Stan, I don't know if you've been to a doctor yet. If you haven't, might not be the worst idea to go to see somebody, but maybe you already have. I'd recommend it to them. I'm with Rosemary. Please feel better, Stan. Take it easy. All right, hey, thanks, Sonic. Thank you, Sonic, for your kind words. Thanks, everybody, for thanking Stan. Oh, thank you, Arizona Jumper, for the bye-bye sticker and for your support. Appreciate that, Arizona Jumper. Thank you. It's very nice of you. Thank you. It's a very cute sticker, that sticker. Thanks for watching, Rascally Rabbit. Rights Defender, thank you for watching. Bye to Exumi, yes, thanks for watching. Cindy Black is probably lurking. Thank you, Cindy Black, for watching. Marty, Jean, Jade Angel, J. Marie. Thanks, Jay-Z, for stopping by. Patty Schonbein. TD Sports Cards. Chris, thank you for watching. Freckles, thank you. Jan Porter, thanks for watching. Joseph Harper. Bethany O. John Lowe. Judd. Oh, Cindy Black, there she made her appearance. Hey, good to see you, Cindy. Thanks for watching and for your support. Snip Chick, Carrie Taylor. Thanks for watching. Darren Markley. Thank you, Darren, for watching. Puzzle Mama. Joe Serrano. Starfire. Fahrenheit 451 said, glad you found your steamer. Thanks to the chat's help, I found my steamer. Might have been me the bat. I am too. Oh, I had it all along. I had it all along. It was just sitting here. Dustin, thank you. Also, Roach, thank you. Oh, Stan, that's very kind of you, Stan. That's very nice of you, Stan. Please feel better, Stan. That's from Stan Rickman. Stan is not feeling well. Thank you, Stan. Please feel better. Keep us posted, Stan. Feel free, Stan and everybody else, to stop by the Discord and you can chat with people there. Yeah, me the bat. Good job. I'm glad I saw that comment. Cindy just ordered the rice cooker. You ordered you ordered this one. I mean, it's always worked well for me. I ordered this in 2013, but I posted the link to it. I mean, it works. It's lasted a long time, so they still sell it on Amazon. So Cindy, I hope it works well for you. Where was it? Right here. Has 15,000 reviews on Amazon. That's probably why I bought it. Yeah, just for people who, I'll post it one more time. But again, it's 7 years old. And I hope it works well for you, Cindy. Ray's Blue says it's your neighbor, the 7-year-old. Hey, Michelle Ryan, thanks for watching. Thank you, Charles Koki, for watching and your support. Marina Allen, I guess, was lurking, but she came out of the lurking shadows to say hi, everybody. All right, Tammy Joe, we'll see you later as we finish up this live stream. I did not think we went 3 hours. I never thought we would go 3 hours. Where has the time gone? 3 hours and a minute. We've been here for 3 hours. Nicole White says she's lurking. All right, if you have any last goodbyes, say them now because I'm getting off the air. Please keep the news out of the chat. Or our mods will do it for you. Glad you enjoyed it, Nicole White. All right. By David DePia, my partner in buying anchor stuff. All right, Paula Faust, thanks for watching. Thank you. All right, guys. Oh, MS. MS says it's tax day tomorrow. I ain't going there. I'm going to the post office. Oh, tax day is tomorrow. How about that? All right, guys. It's time to wrap it up. I got to go brush my teeth. All right, guys. Hey, thanks so much for joining me this stream. Much appreciated. And again, thanks for all the donations. That's really kind of you. Much appreciated. Very kind of you. And yeah, we will be doing more streams soon. I'll let you know what happens with the place I look at, with the virtual showing. HD, thank you, HD, for watching. Yeah, Me the Bat, new man, exactly. And Bama Nation. All right, guys. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all your help with my cooking and everything else, and for listening to me vent about looking for a place. And we'll see you very soon, I'm sure, on this channel on Agenda Free TV. So thank you. Have a great night and a great day wherever you are. And hey, Catherine Neffy said hi. And we'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching.